Rizin 15, Fritz Biagtan versus Tenshin Nasukawa. Who's gonna win tomorrow? Let me tell you who's gonna win. The winner will be none other than... Well, actually, let me do an introduction first. You're about to listen to the most awesome, high-octane, innovative, passionate podcast in town. It's the Podcast Sports Podcast, hosted by Pao Salud. Podcast Sports. All right, once again, this is Pao Salud, and I am just so happy today. You know, when I found out about the news about Frit Biagtan, it made me proud. It made me really proud. You know, just a month ago, I watched this kid. I was right in front of the ring. This was at the Ultimate Muay Thai Challenge. You know, the Ultimate Muay Thai Challenge happened at Metro 10, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City in Ortigas Center. And this guy, Biagtan, fought against Velasco, the WBC Featherweight National Championship. Of course, we all know that he won that one. And, you know, it was a great moment. Seeing the victory firsthand and being beside the ring, you actually become a part of the celebration. You really see the fighters, they're really happy, they're jubilant. You know, they work hard for this. So that moment for Fritz Biagtan was actually a big moment already, being a WBC Featherweight National Championship. But fast forward just a couple of weeks ago, of course, after successfully gaining that WBC Featherweight National Championship, he is getting another opportunity once again. You know, call it luck. I call it hard work. Of course, there's always luck, so he's lucky. But he needs more than luck because he's going to be fighting Tenshin Nasukawa. Any one of you remember this guy, Tenshin? Yes, he's the same guy that fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. in an exhibition match. That's kind of funny. If you saw the fight, I mean, Floyd Mayweather punched this dude and he just went backward to the ropes. It was so powerful that it made Tenshin cry. Well, he did cry. Anyway, that's not the story here. If you wanted to see that fight, just, you know, search for it on YouTube. Tenshin Nasukawa versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. The story here is Fritz Biagtan. This guy has a big fighting chance of winning against Tenshin Nasukawa. You know, I'm not telling you this because I'm a Filipino and I'm supporting him. I'm telling you this because I saw this guy fight. And he is very tough and skilled. Very determined too. You know, maybe Tenshin is the same, but I'm telling you, this guy is no joke. Biagtan is the future. One of the future of Muay Thai, MMA, the fight industry in the Philippines. There's a lot more great fighters coming from the Philippines. About that some other day. But today, let's talk about that fight. Tenshin Nasukawa, undefeated fighter, I believe. And then Fritz Biagtan is 4-1. They're going to be fighting in a kickboxing rule. I'm not sure if this is going to be televised on TV, but you can always find it online. I think there's an app that you can download and you can just pay for a pay-per-view. I think the main event of this one is Mohamed Lawal and Jiri Prochaska. I know Lawal, but I don't know his opponent. Anyway, I think he's the only Filipino there that will be fighting. The good news is Manny Pacquiao is also in Japan right now. Actually, Rizin went here in the Philippines and met with Manny Pacquiao, and they signed some sort of an agreement. And now, of course, fast forward today, Manny Pacquiao now is in Japan and supporting that Rizin event. And I even see him with the videos, you know, asking the fans to support Fritz Biagtan, which is really good. But I'm curious to know what kind of agreement or what kind of contract Manny Pacquiao signed. Is that a fight? Maybe an exhibition fight? Anyway, going back to the topic. I'm looking at the records right now. My source is Topology. I'm looking at Tenshin Nasukawa. I think I made a mistake saying 4-0. It's 14-0. And we're not counting the Floyd Mayweather fight. So let's look at the record once again. He last fought Federico Roma and he won by a cartwheel kick on number 3. For that, of course, it's Floyd Mayweather. Everyone knows the result of that one. Let's not count that. His last 5 fights before Floyd Mayweather Jr., 2 of them went to a decision and 3 a finish. Now, even though Tenshin had a lot more fight than Fritz Biagtan, I wouldn't really call Fritz Biagtan a newbie because, you know, he has been fighting. And this guy was a URCC champion. So I know you guys want me to maybe share my prediction, my thoughts on the fight. And here's what I can say. First of all, I think this would go past first round. I hope so. And I think Fritz and Tenshin Nasukawa especially Fritz. He did mention that Tenshin is his idol, so he's gonna give a lot of respect to this guy. Maybe measure him up in the first round, and hopefully in the second round, he unleashes already those vicious kicks and punches. I could see a second round finished or a decision. Wait, that's not right. It's hard to go against Tenshin because he hasn't really lost anything. But then again, I don't think Tenshin has really fought anything really significant. He had fought with guys we had more than 10 fights, but they had losses. I think on this fight, we would know it's if Fritz is ready for the big time. Fritz should go for a knockout. There's no other way that he can win if this goes to a decision. I'm just saying, needs to be a knockout. Anyway, guys, that's my point of view. But let me ask you, what do you think Fritz should do? And do you think Fritz could win against Tenshin Nasukawa? Again, my name is Pao Salute for Powcast Sports. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and of course comment. I'd like to talk to you. Powcast Sports.